Hey everyone, welcome to Real at Midnight, a podcast where we uncork and unwind. I'm Pa Houa.
I'm Gao.
And I'm Jessica.
Welcome to our first podcast.
Welcome.
We're so excited to finally start this podcast. We've been talking about it for quite a while now. And so it's finally coming to life. And we hope that you all enjoy this podcast with us and listen to our recordings that we put out every week.
Yes, if you haven't already, remember to follow us so you guys can listen to our next podcast that when we have it up.
Yeah, we're on Facebook, Instagram, hopefully Spotify, Google Play, and any other podcasts. iTunes and any other podcast listening platform that you may like. So for our first episode today, we are going to talk about our 2021 vision boards. We all created our own vision boards for next year. So we're just going to go around and share what we have on it. And then hopefully it inspires everyone to create their own as well.
All right. Gao, did you want to start us off with it?
Yeah, sure. I can do that. So for my vision board for 2021, I have a lot of things centered around self-love. The past few years, I've been trying to explore that a little bit more. And even now, I'm still trying to figure out like how to love myself in a better way and how to be more comfortable under my own skin. I don't know about you guys, but sometimes it's hard for me to like feel good about myself or even like talk about myself, compliment myself. So I want to be better at doing that just because I feel like that will give me more confidence and maybe even a tougher skin too. Because, you know, life is hard to get through sometimes and people can be tough to deal with. So, but I'm going to try to focus on myself a little bit more and be a little more selfless and selfish at the same time. I mean, just trying to find that balance too. I also have living my best life on here because for me, I just want to be able to do things for myself and just do things with no regrets. I don't know, like going on adventures, being selfless and shameless about who I am as a person. As long as I'm happy, then that's all that really should matter, right?
Right.
Yeah.
I have a lot of pictures on here about traveling. I want to do more travels. Unfortunately, we didn't do a lot of traveling this year. So my bucket list for next year is to do at least 2 trips. Hopefully we can do our Vegas trip that we had planned for this year. And hopefully we can do a road trip next year. I really want to go check out Glacier National Park, Grand Teton, and the Upper Peninsula of Michigan.
Did you guys you guys didn't go, you guys had to cancel your honeymoon trip as well too this year too as
Yeah, that's right. We did. Because of the pandemic, we had to cancel that. And that was back in May. It was supposed to happen the first week of May. But, you know, like that was when the virus really spiked here. So then we decided to just cancel it because the borders were closing. And if we decide to go, there wouldn't be anything really for us to do. And it wouldn't be really worth it for us. So we figure we'll save that for next year or the following year if that works out.
Where were you two planning to go for your honeymoon?
Oh, yeah. We were planning to go to Paris.
Ooh.
So we were planning to go for a week and a half. So I've been there before. It would have been Va's first time. And I think it was just a place that I really wanted to go back to and just a place of history and just somewhere new for Va. Va's a big history nerd. So
Yes. He did major in history, right?
Yeah, he did. So just Europe in general is a beautiful place. And I wanted to be able to have that experience with my significant other, which is kind of why we chose that place too.
Do you guys have it
But
rescheduled
yeah,
yet or no?
no, we don't. We weren't sure when we should have rescheduled it to, so we just got our refund, which thankfully we did. It took forever. It took a few months to get our refund.
Wow.
Yeah, so we're hoping that once everything dies down, coronavirus wise, that we can reschedule. But who knows if we'll go to Paris or somewhere else. We were always on the edge about like whether to go to Paris or to really go somewhere to relax and enjoy like the beach and the sun. So yeah, I think we'll see what happens in the next couple of years here. And so also that brings me to this quote I have on here that says, "Say yes to new adventures." I just want to be able to say yes and stop letting my fears get to me. Like for example, I want to try snowboarding and skiing, but I'm kind of scared. But I want to say yes one day. If someone invite me, I will say yes. But no one has invited me, and I don't want to be the first one to say like, "Hey, I want to do this," because I don't know how to prepare for that, and I would rather have someone guide me the first time since I'm unexperienced.
You should go with Sam. Sam's been hitting
Yeah, that's true.
it up.
Yeah. We should do a group trip. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
Sam, invite us.
Yeah, we'll have to talk to Sam about that. And then I have a journal on here. I hope to do more journaling. I've started to journal this year. I bought a book from Target to start as a start, but I don't know. I think I only wrote in it like 4 times in the last 3 months or so. Maybe not even 4 times. I don't know. Very minimal so far. But I'm still exploring what a journal should be about and how I should capture my emotions and my memories and to have it make sense. I don't know. I feel like my thoughts and my words can be all over the place. So I just want it to flow somehow. But I guess it's my own journal and I can do whatever with it.
Yeah.
Is it just a regular journal or is it one of those journals that has prompts in there?
It's just a regular journal.
Okay.
I've had prompt journals before, but I've never really took the chance and open it up and start writing. Like I looked at the questions and I wasn't sure how to answer them. I don't know. I think I'm just being too hard on myself. So maybe next year not next year, like I need to like loosen up and like start letting my feelings go.
Yeah. I feel like it's awkward at first because if you've never done it before, it's like, well, how do I approach this? What am I supposed to write? And I feel like your brain is probably all jumbled up and trying to figure out what to put on paper.
Yeah, that's how I feel when I start writing. Like, I don't even know if this is right. It doesn't feel right, but maybe it's just because I'm not used to it. And on my vision board, I also have a picture of a house. Our plan is to buy a house next year. Fingers crossed it actually works out. It has been on our agenda for a while now, and I think it's a good time for us to finally take that step to have our own place. And hopefully we can make it happen. I'm really excited to have my own house. Like, we had our wedding last year. We got all our wedding stuff, and I'm so excited to like open up my wedding presents and start using them and actually like have a whole entire house to myself.
Do you guys have an idea of where you guys want to live or where you guys would do your house hunting at?
Yeah, so I grew up in the suburbs of St. Paul, so I prefer to live in the suburbs. I mean, we currently live in the cities right now, and it's okay, but I do miss like the quietness of the city, of the suburb. I think the city life is a little too crazy for me, so I would prefer to look on the outskirts of St. Paul.
Good choice.
Yeah, and Vas thinking the same too. Even though he was born and raised in St. Paul, he was like, yeah, I don't really want to live here in St. Paul.
Yeah, we wanted to find somewhere, like find a house somewhere on the like the suburbs of like on the St. Paul area, but then more like the Maplewood or Oakdale area and all that. But I guess it was just not meant to be for
Yeah,
us.
that's okay too. Maybe your next house. I think we'll like to look in the Maplewood, North St. Paul area. I really like that area.
Mm-hmm.
Or
Mm-hmm.
even Roseville. I love the Roseville area. To me, it's like in the middle of everything.
It's a nice area there.
It
Mhm.
is.
It is. And I love the Roseville Target. It's my favorite Target. I also have fitness and stretching and eating healthy on my vision board, just as a good reminder to continue building my own strength and fueling my body with the right kind of food. I
Mm-hmm.
feel like the past couple years, I've been really into like eating candy and snacks and stuff like that. Which, I mean, sometimes it's good, but other times it's like you really shouldn't have eaten this. So just being more conscious about what I eat, and hopefully I can become a stronger woman next year, physically and mentally. I miss working out at the gyms. I think with the pandemic, we decided to cancel our membership, or
Mm-hmm.
was it before the pandemic started? But one of the two. Earlier this year, we did. But I miss like just going to the gym and like lifting weights and using all the different equipments that they have. I really like using the kettlebells and the medicine balls, the ellipticals. So maybe next year I'll invest in a gym membership again, just because.
Do you have a preference of which gym that you would like to go back to?
Um, I don't know. Experience Fitness was really nice, but then the one in Venice closed down. So then the one in
Yeah.
Roseville got busier.
Mm-hmm.
And then since I'm working from home right now, I don't want to drive all the way to Minneapolis to use the school's gym. But if we resume on campus work, then I might just start back with the U of M Rec Center,
Mm-hmm.
because I work right next door to the gym anyways.
Oh.
So I can just walk.
That'd be convenient.
Yeah, I can walk there during after work or during lunch break. They have a track, so I can even like do a couple laps during lunch hour,
Mm-hmm.
especially during the winter time, since you can't really go out and walk for lunch.
Mm-hmm. How long is your lunch break?
I usually take an hour.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
So you have plenty of time to take a lap or two.
Yeah, you'll have time to do a couple laps.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
And then I hope to do more yoga next year. We started doing yoga recently. We like doing vinyasa yoga to keep the flow of our body moving, and that's been
Mhm.
really nice. It's actually a really good workout. So if you guys are interested, definitely check that
Yeah,
out.
send me a link.
Yeah, I will.
Send me a link.
What kind of yoga is that? Is that like I guess like a more intense yoga, or is that beginner yoga? Because I feel like there's different kind of yoga, isn't there?
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's beginner yoga. I mean, they will teach when you watch the video. It's gonna like the instructor will tell you like how to move and how to position your body and stuff like that. But it's a little bit more intense. Like you kind of keep with the flow of it, but you kind of have to like measure how your body feels with every position too. You'll have to try it out for yourself, definitely. And then on my vision board, I have a picture of Wonder Woman in her power pose, with me being in school and working and just juggling all of what I have. I feel like I need that power sometime and that confidence to get through everything.
Mhm.
So she is just my reminder every day to strike my power pose before like I go into a meeting, do any kind of presentation, or I don't know, even this podcast, you know. Just gotta be confident.
You got this, gal.
And then yeah. And then I have Bebo to just kind of follow that Wonder Woman mindset. Just be bold about the things I do and go 100% for it. and not any less than that. But yeah, that's really me for next year. I know this is going to change, and I know I will add more as the time goes by, but this is my start for 2021.
That's awesome. Thanks for sharing with us.
Yeah,
I'm really excited for you for next year.
thanks. I have a lot I want to accomplish, so I'm very excited too. I just can't wait for it to come. Like, I just want 2021 to be here. Jessica, you want to go next?
Yeah, I can go next.
Okay.
All right, so I'll just start somewhere on my vision board. So I have Aaliyah Janelle on my vision board because I don't know, I just enjoy watching her dance, and um, whenever I watch her dance, it makes me want to move my body too. And I used to dance when I was younger. I used to do Hmong traditional dancing, so that's where I got my love for dancing from. But I want to kind of switch gears and go into a different kind of dancing. And so I've been really into, I don't know, pop, hip hop, I don't know. But the kind of dancing that the Aaliyah Janelle does.
Have you tried that kind of dancing?
Who is she?
Huh?
Yeah. Can you tell us more about her and what kind of dance she does?
She does like, I don't know. She dances to a lot of different kind of music and songs, but she does a lot of like sexy, feel good dancing. I don't know, the way she moves, like it just makes you want to move and like feel sexy at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
But I also think that if I was to get back into dancing, like it can also help me be active and get fit as well, because I'm doing something that I actually enjoy doing. So hopefully I can get back to it. Maybe watch some of her videos and just, I don't know, follow her moves.
Yeah,
I think she also have
just copy her
Yeah.
moves.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is
I
she?
think she also have classes online too, so maybe I'll look more into that.
Yeah, you should try
Mhm.
that. Is she famous? I've never heard of her.
Yeah, she's a very famous dancer slash choreographer. She has choreographed a lot of dancing or dances for like a lot of I don't know, artists before. So yeah, so I have her on my vision board, and then I also um have a picture of Tujer and I in front of our house, because we just recently bought a house or closed on our home, and we're new homeowners.
Yay! I'm so happy for you guys.
Yeah.
Yes. Congratulations again.
Thank you. We've been waiting for this day for a very long time, and we're just very happy with our purchase, and we're happy that we're finally able to have a place of our own space and our own privacy, and kind of just start our life out too. And big purchases comes with big responsibilities, so I'm definitely ready to take on the responsibilities. So yeah, I've been doing a lot of research about, I don't know, random stuff like what kind of vacuum is good, what kind of soap pump I should get.
Dang.
Adulting.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
the life you live right now.
Yeah, so I've been doing a lot of research that I never thought I would be doing, but that's been keeping me busy. So
I feel like those are so fun to do, though. It's like the little things in life that gets you excited.
Mhm.
yeah, it is.
You have to share what you find with me next year when I actually buy a house.
Yes.
You too, Pa Houa. Now you guys are experienced. You can tell me all about it.
Yes. So yeah, so we just recently became homeowners, so that was definitely a very nice experience, and we're excited to see what this house or what we can. I guess we're just excited for the memories that we'll make in our home.
Yeah, maybe a little family.
We'll see.
Little Jessica and Tujer.
Yeah. um. And then next I have this Instagrammer that I follow. Her name, I think her Instagram is called The Little Beast. She does a lot of lifting, and she has a really nice big booty. So, I think she looks really sexy just lifting and being sexy. I don't know, like she dances as well. So I just thought she's really sexy doing both, and I think that's kind of like an inspiration for me to get fit and kind of follow their footsteps as well. I also have like a big booty on my vision board because I've always wanted a big booty for
You
a
gotta
very
make
long
those dreams
time.
come true.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. So I don't know. Hopefully, I can start out that fitness journey. I
Yeah.
don't know. Every time I start out my fitness journey, like I never go all the way with it. So hopefully, I can stick with it this 2021.
You should do a fitness calendar to keep you accountable.
Yeah, so like
Mhm.
I just recently or like just this past weekend I bought a planner,
Mm-hmm.
and it has like a tracking section where it has all the dates from like day 1 to like day 31, and then like you can fill in what you want to keep track on. So like I filled it in with like workout, and my plan is to like at least check it check the box like at least 4 to 5 times a week. So
Nice.
yeah.
That's a very good goal.
Mhm.
Yeah, so
You
I'm
can take a picture and send it to us. So you
Yeah.
can keep yourself accountable.
Yeah.
that
Yes.
way.
Yes, I'm
I'll
very
ask for it every week.
Oh,
from you.
okay. Yeah, I'm very excited to use that. My planner that I just bought. I also have a picture of Benjamins, like stacks on stacks, just as a reminder to make money, and as also to save money too, just so we can buy more things, and or like just so we can at least have at least be financially stable. I know we want to get Tujer a new car in like the next year or two, so hopefully we can get that for him, and as also pay off my debt. Um, and yeah,
Travel.
oh yeah, and travel. Um, which reminds me that I do have like a few like world monuments on my vision board as well. I have like the Taj Mahal and the Eiffel Tower, and Singapore. I have that on my vision board, and I also have Greece on my vision board. I think Greece is a very beautiful place to travel to. So hopefully we can go there someday. But hopefully we can go to Paris in 2021, because I think Tujer's sister and brother-in-law are planning to go back to France or Paris next year. So hopefully we can tag along. Hopefully um, we can save some money and take that trip with them too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should definitely go to Paris. It's so beautiful.
Yeah.
I know, and I think it's a good way for us to do some international traveling as well, because his brother-in-law is actually from France, and he could be our little translator, or I don't know.
Yeah.
And
your
tour guide, for
Yeah,
sure.
yes. He has family over there too, so definitely,
Mhm.
yeah. So hopefully we can make that make that trip in 2021. Okay, so I have a picture of water to just kind of remind me to drink water every day, because I feel like I don't drink enough water on a daily basis. So hopefully I can drink enough water, not just because I'm dehydrated or whatever, but just so I can like flush my system, and also like it helps with my skin too. So that's maybe something I should add to my tracking on my planner.
Yeah. I mean, they have phone apps for that too, and water bottles that
Yeah.
have the markers for.
To
Oh,
remind you.
Yeah.
I Oh, I never heard of the apps before, so maybe I'll look into that. But I've seen a water bottle. Like, I've always wanted to get a water bottle, but I'm just like, but I have a lot of water bottles at home already, so maybe I shouldn't get another one.
Or just
But
write on it, like,
Yeah.
with a permanent marker and say, like, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, or whatever.
Okay. Yeah, maybe
But
I'll
yeah.
look into that. Yeah.
Hmm.
Have you guys heard of the 1 gallon water a day challenge?
Yeah, I've heard of it, but
Uh-huh.
I don't know if I want to try that. That's
Yeah.
a lot of water.
I've done it before for a whole month. And it's
How was
really,
it?
yeah, it's easier than you think.
Did you have to
Oh.
use a bathroom a lot?
I'm sure you would,
Yeah,
right?
I did. But I
Hmm.
mean, I definitely felt better about myself about drinking the gallon of water a day. It was kind of hard at first
Mm-hmm.
because I had to like, constantly refill my water bottle.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
But then as time went on, like it just became natural. Like every morning I'd wake up and I'd drink. And I knew that by 12 o'clock I need to have maybe like 4 water bottles done. And then in the afternoon, I know I have how many left to finish.
Oh.
So you should give it a try.
Yeah,
want.
I definitely want to. So hopefully I can drink enough water in 2021 and make it a change in my lifestyle to drink more water too. Yeah, so I have a picture of myself just to kind of remind me to remember to take pictures of myself because I feel like I'm growing older and a lot has changed. Not just mentally or physically, but a lot has changed. So hopefully, I guess it's also a reminder to love myself and accept myself and just be happy with who I am and how I look and embrace my beauty, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Um, then I
Maybe
also
it's
have,
just
uh-huh.
maybe it's just a reminder for us to like just dress up and put makeup on for fun,
Yes.
just
Yeah.
to embrace ourselves or be creative in that sense, and
Mm-hmm.
to maybe even just do it to take pictures, like
Yeah.
how a lot of people do, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I know. I'm like, I don't know. I see people taking pictures of themselves and posting it, and I'm just like, dang, like I got no motivation at all to do that.
Yeah, I agree because I feel like
Yeah.
I mainly put makeup on if there's an occasion, you know,
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
those
Yeah.
occasions aren't happening often, and so I get what you're saying, where it's like, oh, I don't have a ton of photos of myself looking nice.
Mhm. Yeah. And like I used to put on makeup like every day. I would wake up and do my eyebrows and like put eyeshadow on and like foundation and all that. But I feel like ever since I don't know, when I started working at the hospital where I'm not supposed to be putting on makeup, I think I kind of just neglected like my makeup routine and so that so I haven't been putting on makeup like every day, and it which also led to like me neglecting like my skin and like not keeping up with my skincare routine. So I feel like 2020 I really neglected my skin. So hopefully 2021 I can be more mindful of my skin and like just I don't know pamper my skin more. So
Yeah, just pamper yourself in general.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. So yeah, and I don't know, like I used like going to work every day. I don't put makeup on, and so my goal is to put makeup on like at least every weekend because I actually have time to get ready, you know. So yeah, that's been my goal. Trying to like dress up or doll up every weekend.
Nice.
Yeah. I also
Makeup is expensive, so might as well use it somehow.
yes,
Yeah,
definitely.
because they
Mhm.
expire.
Yeah,
They
they
do.
do. They do.
Yeah, if you
Mhm.
don't know, there's that expiration date, and like every makeup product or skincare product has that. It's like in a little container
A little jar,
symbol
yeah.
that has a little jar, and it has like 6 months or 12 months or 24 months, whatever it may be, before that product expires. I mean, from the day you open the product, at
Mhm.
least.
Yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
was surprised when I learned that.
Yeah, I just learned that this year.
Yeah, me too. Recently.
Yeah, so hopefully I can doll up more for 2021 and for my husband too. I also want to for 2021. I also want to read more books as well because I was never a bookworm, and I was always envious of people that like actually found the time to read books, and I felt that reading books, you can benefit from reading books in a lot of ways, such as growing your vocabulary, and like it's also like a good way to just be educated in many ways. Because there's many books out there that you can read. Um, so I really want to get into reading books, and I've told Gao and Paul that my goal is to read at least 5 books for 2021. I
Mm-hmm.
know that that's a very small number, but for me, I feel like that's a good number just because I don't read books much. So hopefully, I can do some reading next year. I started a book this year, but I never finished it. So yeah, hopefully I can do much better in 2021.
You
Um,
can do it. You just have to find the right book.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And 5 books seems doable. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I think that's better than giving yourself the expectation of doing 20 books.
Yeah.
Because with 5 books, at least you know that you'll be able to achieve that.
Yeah, it's more realistic.
You're setting
for
yourself
me.
up for,
Yeah.
for success.
Yes.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. And
Even if maybe it's audiobooks. Maybe
oh
that
yeah,
can count as your book too and your podcast. So
yeah.
maybe you can hit 2 things at a time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So along with reading books, I want to also listen to more, or explore and listen to more podcasts. I know that there are a lot of educational podcasts out there, so I want to just be able to educate myself um, in all kinds of topics, and it's also like a way for me to kind of have some self growth in me as well. So for 2021, I really want to just have a lot of self growth. Oh my gosh, I cannot say it. I keep saying self growth.
It's okay.
Yeah. So 2021, I just hope to have a lot of things that will help me with growing intellectually. Um,
Do you have podcasts in mind that you want to listen to or check out?
no, like I haven't really done any research, but I want to do more. I want to listen to more podcasts about um I don't really know. But I know that
It's okay.
yeah, I know that there's educational podcasts out there that I should listen to, and I want to listen
There's
to.
a ton. There's so
Mhm.
much out there. Like
Mhm.
there's a mystery, like
Mhm.
murder mystery. There's um, TED Talks,
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
And
just like
comedy.
comedy, news article,
Uh-huh.
gossip, motivational podcasts,
Yeah.
finance
Mm-hmm.
podcasts like Dave
Yeah.
Ramsey.
Yeah, I've
Yeah,
listened.
there's a ton.
I'm listening to like true crime podcasts right
Oh
now.
yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so I've been
True crime all the time.
yeah, I've been really into that um recently, so hopefully I can kind of find my way to other kind of podcasts as well. I
Yeah.
do want to listen to like TED Talks as well.
Mhm.
Um,
A good tip is that, or is to put on a podcast for your commute. I know you have a longer
mhm.
commute now.
Yeah.
So, like, for me, when I drive to work, I'm like, I could listen to the same music, same song
Mhm.
every
Mm-hmm.
day, every single ride home from work, or I can listen to a new podcast.
Yeah.
So, I try listening to the daily every
Oh,
morning
okay.
during my commute to
Mhm.
work. And so that gives me like the latest news update from the previous day or the day before, and they really do a good job covering different stories throughout the nation. Sometimes even international news too. But I really like that. And then true crimes, I think that's probably my second favorite one too. But I'm still like you, trying to explore all the different podcasts out there because I do want to diversify who I listen to, what I listen to, and just be more mindful about feeling my brain with more good and better information than just
Yeah.
the same songs every day.
Yep. Yep. So I'm trying to. Maybe I can listen to the daily tomorrow on my commute to work. Yeah. So, yeah. So hopefully, trying to get educated through books and podcasts. Hopefully, I can bring more to this podcast as well. I know that we've been wanting to do this for a very long time. So, um, I want to bring a lot to this podcast. And I also just have a lot of quotes and sayings just to kind of remind me every day, just so I can be motivated. That's me. I feel like I'm talking forever, so I'll pass it on to you, Pa Houa.
No, you're doing just fine.
Yeah. Okay, so on my vision board, I divided it up into little sections. I can start with my fitness section. So similar to you two, I also want to work more on myself. And over the pandemic, I was able to do a lot of yoga and at-home workouts. I was also able to do meditation again. I used to do that a lot back in college.
Do you follow videos to do, or do you just create your own flow?
For the meditation,
Yeah, meditation or yoga.
I just find videos on YouTube. There's really no one in particular. I guess for yoga, I did a lot of, I forget the the YouTuber's name. I think it's Cassandra something. I just did her easy beginner stretches for yoga.
Mm-hmm.
And then for meditation, I'll just find maybe like a quick 5-minute one or a 10-20 minute one, depending on how much time I have. And then I also have a photo of Chloe Ting on here. I really want to try at least one of her challenge.
Yeah, she has so many challenges out there.
Yeah, I really want to try her booty challenge and her ab challenge. So Jessica, if you want to work on that booty, we can do it
Yeah,
together.
let's do it.
And Gao,
I'm up for it.
we can do her booty challenge. I think that'd be fun. I also have a photo of waking up early. I know you guys know, and if anyone who knows me knows that I'm not a morning person. Waking up is definitely a struggle for me, especially early in the morning.
You go to sleep so early. How can you
I
not
know,
wake
so I'm
up
trying to
early?
figure out, are you a morning person or a night person?
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. I think I'm just not getting. Well, I'm a pretty light sleeper, so I think I'm just not hitting that deep sleep for enough time for me to get fully rested. And so I'm hoping that by working out more, I'm able to get my body up and moving and ready for the day. So that's that. I also have a photo of a couple here. It's not TK and I, it's just a silhouette of these two couple. And I really hope that next year TK and I will be able to continue to grow our relationship together.
Yes.
I know we've been together for quite a long time.
Keep that fire burning.
Yeah. And so I just really hope that we continue to go together, to spend more time, more quality time together, and work on our communication. And just like what Gal said, really keep the fire burning, because we have been together for a while, and I have noticed that the spark is not always there, or we have to work harder to get the spark going again, just because we get comfortable in our routine.
How long
and so
have
I
you
really
two
hope
been together now? Is it like 7, 8 years?
It's gonna be 9 years.
Oh, wow.
So it's like 8.5 years. Yeah.
You guys are hitting a decade soon.
I know. It's crazy. It doesn't feel that long, to be honest.
Oh, that's
So,
good.
Yeah. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
And And then I also have a little travel area here on my board. I really want to do a girls trip in 2021. Um, I don't have a destination in plan yet, but somewhere fun, somewhere relaxing. I feel like that'd be nice. I've always wanted to do a girls trip, but just never really found the time in the group of girls to like really schedule something. So my goal is to do one girls trip next year. I also have a photo of a passport here because I still do not have my passport yet.
You gotta get on that before you start traveling.
I know. My goal was actually to get it this year, but because of the pandemic, I figured, well, I'm not going to be traveling anywhere, so maybe I'll get it next year.
Yeah, I had like my passport. Like I made my passport in 2012 because I was going to China, and that's my only time that I've used my passport. So it's like I'm gonna have to renew it next year. So I've never really been anywhere but that place.
Hey, you still went to China?
I didn't know you even went to China.
Oh yeah, I went to China
Yeah.
in my senior year of high school.
Oh, that's cool. You'll have to tell us more
Yeah.
about that.
Mm-hmm.
It was fun.
And then I also have a little section here for our podcast, Real at Midnight. I put down kind of my goals for us for next year. I hope for Instagram we get 150 followers. For Facebook, I hope we get 450 likes. And then YouTube, I hope we get 100 subscribers. And I also hope that by next year we have 2 seasons out. So,
Yeah,
got
totally
big goals
attainable.
for us.
Well, you can check off that Facebook like
Yeah.
count. Because we're
Yeah.
pretty close to 500 right now, which is very exciting.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I'm really excited.
Yeah, we can only go up from here.
Mm-hmm. And I really do hope that our podcast inspire others. And I hope that they inspire us as well. So that's why I have a little quote to inspire and be inspired. And then down in the bottom corner, I have a little section here. I've been thinking about maybe transitioning into a more minimalistic lifestyle. I know TK and I, we have a bunch of crap, and there have just been times where I wonder, why do we have all these stuff? Do we need them? Because we don't really use them. They're just there.
You might use it one day.
I know, but that's a hoarder's mindset.
So true.
And so I'm just thinking about maybe next year it's going to be the year where I just Marie Kondo everything and get rid of things that don't bring me joy. And I just have this little quote from Dave Ramsey that says, "We buy things we don't need with money we don't have to impress people we don't like." And sometimes I feel like I find myself doing that, and I'm not sure why I'm doing that. I think maybe society is telling me to do that I want to fit in with everyone around me. And so I think maybe by living a more minimalistic lifestyle, I'll be able to eliminate those kind of mindset and do things and have things that I really and truly want.
All the ads that you see all over the place, it's like ridiculous
Yes.
these days.
Yeah, I remember learning in my marketing class that a person sees around like 3,000 ads on average per day. And so I believe it. They are influencing us to buy all these stuff that we really don't need.
Yes.
And then I also have a photo of a book. Similar to you two, I also want to do more reading next year. I don't think I read any books at all this year, which is so sad because the previous year, I think I went through a book reading phase and I bought a ton of books. And I think I only read maybe 3 of them. And so I still have them. And so I want to read maybe all of them or try to read different ones, maybe more nonfiction books next year. I don't have a set amount, some like Jessica, that I want to read, but at least one book.
Do you have that one book in mind, what you want it to be?
I don't at the moment. I know I just want to read something nonfiction, something inspiring.
Have you read Michelle Obama's book?
No, I haven't read that yet.
You
Maybe
should. It's really good. It's one of my
Okay.
favorites.
Maybe I'll make that my book.
Do you like have the actual book, or did you buy it, or I don't know, listen to it on audiobooks?
For me,
Yeah.
for Become Michelle Obama's book, Becoming,
Yeah.
I actually bought it.
Oh, okay.
I have it somewhere. So if you want to borrow it, just let me know. I'll have to find it. It's either in
I want to
my
borrow
room
it.
here or at my parents'.
Okay.
Did you say you want to borrow it,
Yeah, you
Jessica?
can,
Yeah, I want to borrow it.
yeah. I want to borrow it too.
Okay.
We can both borrow it.
Yeah, I'll bring it to you guys next time I see you.
And then I have a psycho thriller book
Yeah.
that you can borrow.
Yes, we can do a book swap. I have a bunch of books that are really, really good. Like, I can even tell you guys all about all these books I have. So,
Yeah, and I like that. A book swap. We should do that.
yeah.
I also have a book of journaling here. I used to do a lot of journaling when I was younger. I guess it was my little diary. But now I just do some journaling. I used to do it a lot in college. I just haven't done it as much now. I don't know why. I think I just haven't found the time to really implement that into my schedule. And I want my journaling to be more positive because I think back then I would write about dumb little like dating stuff. Like, oh, I have a crush on this guy. I hope he likes me back, and just very childish stuff. And so I hope that
That's cute.
that
We all did that. Don't worry.
okay, good. I really thought I was just being dumb and writing it out because I didn't want to tell my friends.
Aw.
Yeah.
And so I just
Did you guys ever had that notebook where you pass it around with your friends and you all wrote in it?
I think so, yeah.
yeah. Was it called
Yeah.
slam book or something book?
Oh yeah, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Those are fun. You just reminded me of that.
Very childish looking back now. And then I also have a finance goal for 2021. I wrote that I want to be financially free and have guilt-free spending. And then I listed out kind of my debts that I have right now, excluding our house. And then I have my student loan and my Best Buy credit checked off because my goal is to have those two paid off by next year. I also have a little self-love section here, and the little quote says, "Don't just be good to other people, be good to yourself too." Because I think a lot of the time, like, we forget to take care of ourselves, to really do that self-love. And so my goal for next year is to do things for myself and things that I want to do, not because people want me to do. And so I have like a little photo here of dyeing my hair because that's one thing I've always wanted to do, but I've never done it because I think I've always been told, don't dye your hair. It's not going to look good, or that's not what a nice
You're a
Hmong girl
balay.
would do. And so I just never did
Yeah.
it.
Just gotta be shameless and just do it.
Yeah, so that's one of my goals next year is just to really do it for myself because I want to do it, not because someone else is telling me to do it. And then I also have a couple photos here of some nails. This year, I've been really into taking care of my nails and just painting them, taking care of them, making sure that they look nice because I look at my hands all the time. When I'm just sitting there, when I have nothing to do, I'm playing around with my nails. When I'm cooking, when I'm cleaning, my nails are there. They're always in sight. And so I feel like when I have them done, I feel better about myself. And it brings a little kind of confidence. And so I just want to maintain that next year.
You have to share some tips with us. Like, I need to do that
Yeah.
too. Like, I love how some people nails are so beautiful, but mine are like so uneven and it's such an awkward shape. I want
Me
them to be like all
too.
uniform and cute.
No, me too. It's because you got to wear the fake nails.
That's
That's how you get them to look nice.
I feel like after I take out my nail polish, then I feel like my nails look prettier. I don't know. Maybe it's just me kind of thing.
Oh, okay. See, then you already have pretty
But-
nails.
No, like I have to paint them first, and then when I take it off, it looks pretty. But I've been trying to file my nails more instead of just like cutting them,
Mm-hmm.
because when you file them, you can actually shape them and they can look the way you want them to. But
Yeah.
I don't think my hand is used to that filing motion yet, especially my left hand.
Yeah, it's awkward.
Yeah.
This year I bought those glass nail filers, and they have
I love
been
those.
awesome. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And so I'm just been really into doing my nails.
Yeah.
And then I have this little section here that says to be bold. I think next year I really want to focus on maybe taking risk and being confident, being courageous, and kind of like what Gal said, to be shameless and be selfish. And so I hope next year I'm able to do things that are out of my comfort zone, things that people probably would never expect me to do, in a good way, of course.
Right.
And then I also have a little photo here of the new Samsung. I really want to upgrade my phone next year. I think that would be an easy and achievable goal to do. And then I think I also have like a little quote here. It says, define success on your own terms, achieve it by your own rules, and build a life you're proud to live. Because I think a lot of times I'm focusing on what other people are doing. Like, oh my gosh, they're doing this now. Now I have to do it too, because I don't want to be left behind. And so I think
Yeah, I agree.
I just have to focus on myself more.
I can relate to that totally.
Yeah. So yeah, that's my vision board for 2021, and I'm really excited for what's to come.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited for you too.
Thanks.
I'm excited for everyone.
Yeah.
I think 2021, we all have really big goals that we want to achieve.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I hope it all comes true for us. We just have to work really hard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we can definitely put our vision boards in an area where we see them on a daily basis. Like, I think I'll put mine in front of my desk here with my 2020 vision board, because I feel like my 2020 vision board is still pretty accurate too.
Yay. I know for my I think it was my 2019 board. I didn't think I made one for 2020. My 2019 board, I took a photo of it and put it on my screensaver, so that I could remind myself every day that these are my goals. I shouldn't be doing any online shopping. I shouldn't be eating junk food. I should be taking care of myself. And so I think I'm going to do that again for 2021.
Yeah, I put my vision board on our headboard and Tuja took it down. But then we made
Just put
a
it back
vision
up.
Yeah. We made a vision board for 2019 and we just left it behind our door, so like none of our goals happened. So don't put it anywhere that you're not gonna, I don't know, just put it somewhere so you can actually see it every day, and don't do like how I did this year, where I just push it behind the door and I wasn't mindful of what my goals were for 2021. So, I mean 2020. So, lesson learned.
Yeah. Well, hopefully you can put that 2021 vision board back up.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll be a good reminder for Tuesday too. Like, this is my wife's goal for next year, and this is how I'm gonna help her reach her goal.
Yeah. Be supportive of your goals and
Right.
hold you accountable.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, and that's how you kind of communicate with them too. Just so they know, like, hey, I'm trying to reach this goal, and it'd be nice to get your support too. Maybe it'll be a reminder to them.
Yeah, definitely.
So should we talk about how our 2020 went? I think it'll be nice to also recap how this year went, being in the pandemic and all, and how we all coped with it, and what we did during this time of quarantine. What were your challenges? What did you feel like you overcame? Lessons learned? Anything really?
Yeah.
I know. Yeah.
I guess I can start. I can start us out.
Okay.
So for fall of 2019, I actually graduated from with my bachelor's degree. So I was in the hunt for a job, for a full-time job, because I never really had like a full-time job. I was just working part-time mostly, and then just picking up extra hours if I had the time to. So I finally was able to obtain a job in late February. So I'm working, I'm currently working there right now. And then that was when I was able to finally have an income coming in, and we were able to save up money. And then we had a lot of plans for 2020, such as like the Vegas trip for Tujer's birthday, but we actually had to cancel it just because we didn't want to we didn't know, like, we didn't know what to expect, and we just didn't want to put our friends and ourselves at risk if we were to contract the virus anyway or anyhow during the
I'm so
trip.
sad.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
That didn't work out.
Yeah,
I was so excited for it.
me too.
I know. Same. We had our whole agenda planned out for all those
We did. We did.
days.
We booked our
what
hotel.
we were gonna eat,
Mhm.
what we were gonna do.
Yeah.
Just a bummer.
Yeah. So hopefully we can do that trip again, or have a redo, or I don't know. Like hopefully.
Reschedule
Yes,
it.
reschedule it.
Yeah.
um yeah, but so yeah, the pandemic hit, so we kind of had to just change plans and all. It was a good thing because we were also able to get our money back too from booking the trip and all. um yeah. I also thought of this year, or this pandemic, as like a second chance to get our crap together, or God is giving us a second chance to get our crap together, we can have so we can actually do more things in 2021. um this year was kind of like a blessing in disguise. So we became homeowners, and we were not expecting that at all at the beginning of this year. We did a lot of fishing this year in the summer. We actually got our canoe stolen like early spring, I think. We
Yeah, that was so sad.
I know we
No.
actually had
So unexpected.
yeah, we actually had like a triple date planned for the day that we on the day that we actually got our canoe stolen. So
Yeah, we were all supposed to be on the water together.
Mhm.
that was so sad. But
Yeah.
we actually
It's okay.
yeah, we actually got a new canoe now. And we've been doing a lot of fishing. We went fishing like every weekend. So sometimes I felt like, as much as I enjoy fishing, like sometimes I felt like I was fished out and I didn't want to do any more fishing. But yeah, a couple nice memories from summer would be just going to the Boundary Waters and camping there. I know that Tujer and I were not big camping people, but it was the Boundary Waters and we couldn't say no. So we actually went with some family members, and pontooning was actually like a fun memory of us too.
Yes, that was a lot of
Mhm.
fun.
Yeah, I think the 4 hours that we rented the pontoon, it went by so fast.
Yeah. We're gonna have to do it again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that can be our annual thing.
Yeah.
We have a lot of annual things,
Mhm.
but we'll just add that to it.
Yeah. So, and then we actually started house hunting like early this summer. I mean, not early, like in the midsummer, we actually started house hunting. So, towards the end of summer, we actually were like getting really discouraged about buying a house or purchasing a home. But we finally got an offer approved in early October, so that was exciting. And now we're
Yeah.
homeowners. Yeah. And yeah, 2020 was definitely hard for us, but we actually I guess something nice actually came out of 2020 for us.
Yeah, you guys
Mhm.
accomplished quite a bit.
Mhm.
And to actually buy a house in this pandemic is
Very
It's just-
competitive. It was a very competitive market.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
sure.
for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's
But you're
that was
definitely very fortunate to be able to buy a house in this pandemic.
yes,
for sure too.
definitely. Mm-hmm. That was my 2020.
I can go next.
Okay.
So I feel like 2020 was a blessing in disguise. We didn't know this pandemic would be a huge overcast on all of us. So we had a lot of things. I mean, Va and I had a lot of things planned for this year for traveling and to do all these different things we wanted to do, but all of that changed completely at the beginning of the year. Like I said earlier, we didn't do our honeymoon. We had a few trips with friends that we had to cancel. A few personal things that held us back. So I just feel like 2020 was a year that just I don't know, just held us back from doing all the things that we wanted to do. Like, we had goals for this year and next that will set us up for next year, and to think that this year didn't really set us up for next year, like it was really hard for me to wrap my head around that,
Mm-hmm.
because I was like, man, all these goals I have for myself, like, how am I going to achieve them now? And so I feel like 2020 was very mentally exhausting for me,
Yeah, it was like
and a little bit emotionally
after
too.
one thing after another for you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. And I'm just hoping that 2021 will be a better year. But despite it being the pandemic and all, I feel like we were able to spend a lot of quality time together this year. We got married in September of 2019. So we spent this past year together in quarantine, which I think was really nice. Like, I'm really happy about that. Like, I wouldn't have wanted it to happen any other way. Um, in terms of our relationship growing in this aspect, you know, because not a lot of people get their first year of marriage together like this too, you know.
Mhm.
So we did a lot of hiking. We went up north about once a month, maybe even 2 times a month. We did a lot of hiking along the North Shore. I think our favorite one was Bean and Bear Lake, and then also Carlton's Peak, which we did 3 times this summer.
Whoa.
Pretty crazy.
Wow.
Yeah. So hopefully more next year. And let's see. I had a bunch of different fitness journeys going on this year, different periods of the year. So I'm trying to get back into a more steady fitness routine, more consistent, because, you know, consistency is key. If you keep doing
Right.
it
Right.
every day, then you'll see results, right?
Mhm.
So just been balancing that out on top of work and grad school. I got into grad school earlier this year, which was really
Woo!
great.
Congrats again.
Yeah.
That's
Mhm.
huge.
I know. I wasn't sure if I wanted to go to grad school this year. I mean, for my 2020 vision board, I had it on there, but like, I kept going back and forth about whether or not it was really for me and if I wanted to put all that energy into school again, because, you know, being out of school for 4 years is tough to say you want to go back to school and have that motivation and that focus.
Mhm.
But then with the pandemic happening and the program decided with the program deciding to cancel the GRE for this fall semester, I was like, you know what? Maybe this is my calling, my chance to actually apply. That the universe is telling me that I should just go for it. So I was like, you know what? I don't have to take the GRE, so I'm just gonna apply. And so I
Mhm.
got in. Started my first semester this fall. I just had my last day of class last Monday. So now I'm on winter break until mid-January. I'm just hoping that grad school will go well for me the next 4 years or so, since I'm going part-time. And then the last few months, I've been trying to be more creative and um, find new hobbies to do during my spare time, you know? So I got into crochet. I taught myself how to crochet headbands. I tried doing a couple of hats and putting pom poms on there. Um,
Fancy,
it,
fancy.
yeah.
Mhm.
So I don't know. I thought about like even launching a business with it, but we'll see. I think I just need to get better at like making my headbands, and just to make it more consistent, and then design some kind of logo
Mhm.
and get that sorted out first before I really jumpstart into actually opening a business. Um,
I like that, Gal. I think that's exciting.
Mhm.
yeah, and I've been trying to use my sister-in-law's Cricut machine. Have you guys heard of the Cricut machine?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So just like designing T-shirts for family events. I've been doing shot glasses, like designing, um, creating designs for them and then etching them on. So I did a few this past week, but there's just a couple things I need to work on before I really kickstart it into something bigger, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And then I would also say one of my favorite thing about 2020 was being able to be outdoors and do some dispersed camping. I really enjoyed that. It was so peaceful just to be under the stars and to listen to the don't want to say wilderness, but like just the peace and quiet of nature, and just have fun with friends around a campfire and enjoy the simple things that this world has to offer. I think that brought me a lot of peace, and it made me excited to do it again and again. So I'm really excited for next year.
Yeah, I agree.
And yeah, that's me.
Woo. Okay. I guess I can recap mine. Um, for me, I thought 2020 was a roller coaster ride because in April I got laid off to the pandemic, and so I was just at home. Thankfully, TK was still able to work. He was able to work from home, and so we were still able to pay for our bills, especially our mortgage, since that's our biggest expense every month. Um, we were definitely worried about that when I told him that I got laid off. But again, that was kind of a blessing in disguise because we were able to spend a lot of time together. We did a lot of fishing on the canoe. We also did hiking and dispersed camping with friends. That was really fun. And similar to Gal, I think dispersed camping has definitely become something I really enjoyed, and I hope we do more next year. I'm really hoping.
We bought all that gear too.
Yeah.
I'm so excited to use it and buy more gear.
And I really hope that next year we can do, instead of just a 1 day dispersed camping, we can do maybe like a 2 day, a 3 day, or do a backpacking trip and do some camping, because I feel like that would be really fun and exciting.
Yeah. Oh, we should definitely do the Boundary Waters next year. Jessica, would you
Yes.
guys be interested in doing that again?
We'll probably go to the Boundary Waters, but I don't know about dispersed camping for like, or backpack camping for like 3-4 days. I need my showers and my bathroom.
Just dip into the lake. You'll be
Yeah.
good.
I'm scared. I'm actually scared. Like, there's probably like leeches. I don't know.
It's okay. It's all about the experience.
Yeah.
I mean,
was gonna
that's
say,
part of
yeah.
the experience too.
No, thank you.
Yeah, you can say, hey, I took a dip in the water up north, or I don't know, I did a backpacking trip. I mean, not a lot of people do that, so that'd
Yeah.
be an experience. During the pandemic, I was also able to spend a lot of time by myself, and I think in that time I was able to kind of discover more about myself. Like I did a lot of baking. As mentioned earlier, I did a lot of workout by myself. I meditated. And I think I found out that I really enjoy being at home and doing things on my own time. And then I went back to work in June. And around that time, TK was still able to work from home. And then we also both got promoted in the fall, which was really exciting for both of us. I know TK was working really hard to get his promotion through HR. And I'm just feeling very blessed that I also got promoted.
Yeah.
Congrats to you
Congratulations
guys.
again.
Thank you. And I think the biggest challenge or the hardest thing this year was losing my grandma. It was very unexpected, and it was just really hard for our family because we didn't get to spend a lot of time with her due to the pandemic, and there's a lot of regret. Just because it was just a hard year, because she is older and we didn't want to risk going over to their place. And so it was just really hard because I think our family, we weren't able to give her the funeral that we wanted. And it was just hard not having a lot of people over for the funeral. And it was just very hard. I think that was the hardest thing I went through this year. So yeah, that's just a recap of my 2020.
Yeah. It's been a crazy year. And to think that in a couple of weeks it'll be 2021.
It's been like
But-
almost a year, or a
Yeah.
year already, if you want to say.
So hopefully better things to come for everyone next year,
Yeah.
for us and all our listeners, and just a better world. Hopefully the pandemic goes away, COVID-19, there's a vaccine or multiple vaccines and people get vaccinated and we can have a new normal again.
Mm-hmm. I feel
Yeah.
like this year has held back a lot of things or a lot of plans. So I feel like
Mhm.
2021 it's gonna be a big year for a lot of people.
Yeah. I also feel like this year people have began to appreciate the things that they have
Mm-hmm.
and just like enjoy the little things of about themselves or life in general. Um, and I don't know, I see people out there creating things or
Yeah.
starting their own business, and it's
Mm-hmm.
just super cool to see all the creativity that people has put in this past year. Um, and it's just great. I just love it. Just going on Facebook and seeing like all my friends post up things that they're creating and selling to people and how they're making that into a new lifestyle for them.
Yeah, I think 2020 was definitely the year for side hustles.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
totally agree. So I think that's all that we have for our podcast today. I hope you all enjoy listening to us talk about our vision boards and um, listening to us do a recap of our year as well. And hopefully, you all find that time to think about your goals and your visions for next year and take the time to reflect about how your 2020 went. It's been a crazy year, as we all know, but do take that time to reflect and think about your experiences, and maybe we can all learn from it as well.
Yeah, and comment down below if you guys have any similar goals as us or any goals that you have on your own or with your significant other. Let us know.
So that's all we have for our very first podcast. We're super excited that we actually made it this far and we're actually launching our very first episode in our podcast. So that's all we have for today. So thank you so much for tuning in.
You can connect with us on our social media and find us on Spotify, Google Play, and iTunes.
While you're at it, don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and follow us. Talk to you all soon.
Bye.
Bye.